Okay, so good morning all. On behalf of Biotech family at ILM, I warmly welcome the Honorable Speaker of the day, Dr. S. Farooq, President, Himalaya Drug Company, on the platform of this webinar. I also welcome all the national and international participants who have graced this occasion with their presence. It is a moment of great honor for all of us here to have a man of such a high stature with us today. Before going ahead, let me give a quick introduction of Department of Biotechnology at ILM Engineering. Department of Biotechnology is research-driven center of excellence established at ILM in 2002. It is the flagship department at ILM which has been accredited with National Board of Accreditation thrice. Biotechnology department has progressed with the vision to be the leaders in the area of modern biotechnology and develop world-class innovative technocrats who can develop sustainable solutions to the problems of mankind. Our highly educated and versatile faculty members have been the main pillars of a strong foundation of this department. With the required combination of right attitude, persistent hard work, and focused guidance, our faculty members have made our students attain the unattainable. Our students are our pride of AKTU merit list every year. They have won national as well as international challenges. In 2017, our students have developed a model on precision agriculture and they won the Breakthrough Innovation Challenge at the United Nations PRME. Apart from academics, our students have also been setting milestones at Research Forte. Many of our students' projects have been recognized and given grants by agencies like UP Council of Science and Technology, which we call as UPCST. Biotechnology department is enriched with plethora of funded projects from renowned national agencies like DST, AKTU, and UPCST. We believe to continue with our continuous efforts to develop responsible biotechnologists. I especially thank Dr. Abhinav to bring Dr. Farooq on this forum today. I wish this event a great success. I hope the talk today will leave an impactful mark on all the participants. This session will open up new thinking avenues in horizons of medical plants and their phytochemistry. Over to you, Dr. Abhinav.
Sir is not visible.
I think he just left due to connectivity issue.
Let us wait for.
Rima, you can pause recording for a minute till he joins back. Recording.
A very
Sir,
good morning
go
to
ahead
all.
With the introduction of sir.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to all. On behalf of Department of Biotechnology, ILM CET, I welcome the President of Himalayan Drug Company, Janab Syed Farooq Saab, a personality described as man of all seasons, standing high and tall by leading newspaper of our country, and a man with heart purer than gold by Garhwal Times. Farooq sir is an amalgam of knowledge and wisdom, an excellent orator, a passionate lover of Urdu poetry, and a successful industrialist and a growth socialite. Sir BS highest degree in academics, DSc, and the subject of his DSc thesis was newer alkaloids for therapeutic effect on infected respiratory tract, along with pharmacodynamics and kinetic studies. Sir also holds a postgraduate diploma in business management. Sir has published and presented over 200 papers in national and international conferences. And Sir has authored several books and a biography also. Farooq sir is associated with several government bodies and various other academic activities. And Sir was nominated for Padma Award in the year 2004. Now I request Sir to deliver his talk, please. Please, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My greetings to all of you for organizing this seminar, which is need of the time. There is a couplet, वक्त ही को जो बदल दे वो है इंसान अजीम, वक्त के साथ बदलना कोई किरदार नहीं. So the time is of such type that we have to change. We have to make new changes. We have to learn more techniques. And biotechnology is a technology which is required today more than any other technology. Biotechnology is a system for living organisms. Part of this to develop or create different products. The origin of biotechnology is as old as human civilization. Bakery products which we are using since long, curd and bread, this is all biotechnology of that time. Wheel is the largest, the biggest invention which we all know, and it is from time immemorial. So today again, the disciplines which biotechnology covers is genetic, engineering, biochemistry, molecular biology, we all know that hybrid products were designed in biotechnology at one time. BT, brinjal, seedless, so many fruits, these were produced at one time, but dwarf variety of trees, that was made. Dwarf variety of trees to make it easy. Today again, we are required to make such products in agriculture by biotechnology that the procurement of the product, the fruits from the trees, is easy. Easily we can pluck it and use it, because papaya, even dates today are made in dwarf variety where they can pluck the things easily. So this is what is needed. In medicine, again, biotechnology has great role. Today, when COVID is there, everyone is in the research work of that. Post-COVID, we can't say post-COVID because COVID is not over. Until the COVID is over, we can't say post-COVID era. Okay. So we have to work upon it and find out new products from biotechnology, how to curb it. You see, in Ayurveda, we have number of herbs which are good for as immunoboosters. Because all these problems we are not facing today. At times, earlier also, number of such diseases came and went away. Newer diseases will keep on coming and new research. So, as a medicine, not as an immunobooster, but as a medicine, what today is required is a that the technology, the newer technology should come up. Today, you are fortunate that your schools are going to get open with the research students. Schools were closed, universities, colleges were closed, and students were not having the opportunity because this is not a thing which we have to do it physically. What is science? Science is what you say, you prove it, you practice it, you make it, show it that it happens. And that is not possible if you don't have the facility to do it. So your institution is having a facility and students will come over there and under your able guidance, they will do research work. You see, the new policy also is emphasizing on research. In foreign countries, in these masters, no course, no syllabus. What do they teach then? That is the research. The market, how to develop, how to become more sellable, such products one should come with it. So this is what it is that you have to do certain things which are required today in this COVID era. Whoever comes first, the sky is the limit. Only universities can do, or such institutes, such business barons can do that in their labs, that a new thing they develop. Application of technology in agriculture involves scientific technique, genetical organisms, beta cotton, pest resistant plant. It helps in modifying plants, animals, and microorganisms and improve their agricultural products. Genetically modified organisms. GMO stands for genetically modified organisms, and plants, animals, bacteria or fungi, those genes have been modified by genetic manipulation. So we all know that the nanotechnology which is there is something which we can see in our on our computers. Okay. Now photo ये आ रही है. Hello.
Hello, sir, you're audible.
With the help of nanotechnology, now small submarine minuscules will be injected in the blood, which will go to the defected body part, repair it and come out. So this is what is going to take place. In biotechnology, India is among the top 12 destinations for biotechnology in the world. India has 3% share in the global biotechnology industry. India reached more than $20 billion industry in 2018. India meets 40% of the global demand of hepatitis B vaccines. 1 out of every 2 children in the world is immunized by vaccines made in India. India is the largest producer of measles and DPT vaccines. Vaccine export to over 130 countries. So today, sky is the limit. If we invent something, invention is must. You see, the industry I come from, that industry also is producing. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the thing is, founder chairman started with a very humble start of 100 rupees in the year 1930. And today the wonders this company is doing is the effort of our chairman, son of the founder chairman, Mr. Manal. And that is an example for the youngsters that research one should do. If invention is there, then anything you can achieve and you can get. So, any questions from you? Please let me know. Mr. Abhinav Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Now the question answer session is open. The audience can ask questions. So the first question is from my side.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, sir, after COVID, I mean, you have quoted that still COVID is going on, so we can't say it's a post-COVID kind of thing, unless or until this disease has been eradicated. So, sir, maybe I am hoping that maybe in 8 or 10 months, our country can be a safe haven for this dreaded disease. So, sir, post-COVID era, what are the chances that India can again retain or maybe a new manufacturing hub? Because India still is a consumer.
First thing is invention, that we invent something. And then comes that what will be the advantage of that, what is going to take place. You see, it is said that difference of 1920, 19-20 ka farq. Usually we used to quote this, कि भाई 19-20 का फर्क है, little difference. But we have seen the difference of 19 and 20. Year 19 and 20, if you see, what a big difference is there. So let's pray that 20-21 का जो फर्क है वो हमें देखने को ना मिले. We should have a better difference we may see of 2021 with newer achievements, with the new, and this not only India, but if it will be out of the world, face of the world, then only this post-COVID joy we will be able to have. Okay. If one country, one place is protected, it will not help the overall growth. As I have told you just now, that 130 countries, India is exporting vaccines. So that is the income which India gets from abroad. You see, what we are facing today from China is the same thing, that 98% deficit trade we used to do with China. 98% deficit trade. Now, some curb government is going to place on it. Still, we are importing things from China, number of things. But here, if we establish something, that okay, have this medicine and matter is over. There is a protocol for that. All that we have to pass through. We have to see the toxicity tests which are in the protocol, and it will take time. We all know that in the past, certain medicines toxicity test. One medicine was their thalidomide. The pregnant ladies, those who took those medicines during pregnancy, their children were born limbless with this much little hand over here and there. So that was got banned then. Mexaform was one of the medicine recently which gave complete blindness. 14 days prescribed dose of the medicine used to give complete medicine. So that is banned now. So today that is not the thing. The thing is that we have to prove all the protocols, and it will take time. In a haste, if someone says that I have made the medicine and it is over, so that will not work. That will not be accepted by the world. It will take time. Yes, Mr. Abhinav.
Okay, thank you, sir. Other questions, please?
Abhinav sir, can I ask one?
Yes, yes, sure, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. It was a nice set. Sir, a small question, like the entire world is trying to make the medicine for COVID at present. So I just wanted to ask that, is it better to have a plant-based medicine or the chemical-based medicine? Because till now there are very less plant-based medicines, which we have heard that they are into clinical trials. So most of the medicines are chemical-based. I guess there is a connectivity issue. Yes, sir is joined. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, certainly, sir. So my point was that why we are not having so many plant-based drugs in the trial sessions as compared to chemical-based drugs for COVID-19.
See, action. What is the action of the medicine? That is to be ascertained. Not otherwise. No one cares that how you have made the medicine, whether it is plant-based or chemical-based. That is not the thing. All over. So, everyone wants the results. Results should be there. No one is looking whatever you are eating, what you are doing. No one is concerned about it. Success should be there. So that is the thing.
Oh, thank you, sir.
This concept 2020, if you remember, was given by Stephen Hawking, a physicist. He came to India in 2020, if anyone remembers that. great hoardings were placed in Delhi and a great reception was given to him. He, in his speech, said that by the year 2020, all secrets of nature will be decoded and death will be decoded, no one will die. And 2 years later, he also died in 1819. He died himself. So death is inevitable. The day, if that day comes that no one dies, then the very first thing, all religions will be closed. Because every religion is having a concept of after death. So he said that by the year 2020, all secrets of nature will be revealed. That day will never come. Nature is so great, every day new things to invent are there. The invention should be the inventor, the researcher should have in mind that any haphazard thing comes to his mind that I can make it true. Fiction stories are there. We listen those stories, we see those fiction films, and in times to come, it is proved that yes, it is happening. So similar is in the medicine also, in biotechnology. Anything comes to your mind that I will make this, you work upon it, and there is a possibility that you will get success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Abhinav sir, there are questions in the chat box, so you can take that.
One question is asked from Mr. Jay Shankar. He asked, we put balloon through femoral artery when heart block. I mean, we put balloon through femoral artery when heart block. Is this a question, Mr. Jay Shankar?
That is a mechanical procedure.
Yes.
And a medical procedure. We are talking about biotechnology. It has nothing to do with biotechnology. You see today in dental surgery also, the surgeons are more technicians than a medical doctor over there. Okay. So similarly, here also technicians are there, those who operate into it. Robotic surgeries are taking place now. Even a doctor is not required. The robot functions. So it is a technical, or to say that physical engineering. Yes, please. So thank you once again, and good luck for the success of this webinar. My greetings to all of you. And with this couplet I conclude, कुछ हम भी बनाए तेरे बिगड़े हुए काम, कुछ हम भी बनाए तेरे बिगड़े हुए काम, ए खाके वतन तुझसे बने हैं हम भी. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so on behalf of Department of Biotechnology, I would like to thank all the participants, my organizing team, and everybody for joining us. Hope you had an informative session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.